Hello, lads. So we just did some hiring. I got ourselves a lad who I think will be an okay Mace Master. It's not great. It's not what I would prefer, but I think he'll be okay. And then I spent a lot of time in the last episode agonizing over whether to get 2 more ranged fighters to be archers, crossbowmen, or throwing weapons. But it occurs to me that I know in a 7-5 formation, having 4 archers in the back is the quote-unquote best way to do it. However, pretty much the whole point of this campaign isn't to find the best way of doing things. I already know what the best way is. I want to try other stuff, you know? Stuff that's more fun or more interesting. And who knows, the throwing weapon ninja might surprise us. So I just almost casually sold this lamellar harness, but I've already got 5 sets of heavy armor plus a 6th one there. And I really don't like the numbers on the lamellar harness. It's too heavy for too little protection. So, now Lexes, who's our ninja, for now he's going to have that wooden shield, but as his defense gets better, and we give him anticipation, then he doesn't have to use a shield anymore. And I want to try the duelist build on a throwing weapon to see what it's like, especially because we've got here famed rippers. So we're going to go for a pretty typical ninja build, which is going to be obviously recover. We need that. I don't think we're going to need fast adaptation. It'll be recover, quick hands, bags and belt, anticipation, throwing weapons, footwork, nimble, berserk, duelist, and probably killing frenzy. I'm keen to see what duelist plus killing frenzy can do with throwing weapons. I think it's going to be pretty damn good. Oh, look at that beautiful armor. A heavy armor made of thick overlapping metal scales covering most of the body. This armor has its padding replaced by a lighter but no less durable one. 300 for 30 fatigue is outstanding, it really is. And 1 layer of padding, 1 layer of strong mail, and heavy metal plates riveted on top. A very heavy armor that offers great protection. This armor has its padding replaced by a lighter but no less durable one. 320 for 33 is a little bit less efficient. I mean, 10 armor per fatigue point I think is the highest that you can get. Hang on, so is that 30? Yeah, look at that. So it's 50 more armor than the reinforced mail hauberk with the epaulettes, I think they're called. So this is eventually, if I can get 7 sets of this, 7 sets of coat of scales with that lining, I'd be very happy with that. And then you pair it up with a full helm, and you've got 300 head, 300 body for 30 fatigue, and 20, so it's 50 fatigue for 300 head, 300 body. Very cool. Now let's bear in mind we're still in the market for a couple more lads. Now we're only going to be hiring guys like this, like a sellsword or a raider or an adventurous noble, if they're carrying a tier 3 weapon that I want. This is tempting, Heinrich the Master. But it's like all of our money, and there's no telling what kind of skill distribution he's going to have. Honestly, I don't see myself using a swordmaster, someone who's got, this like fencing dagger and a huge amount of initiative and dodge that way. I think I'm gonna get that into my group when I have the peasant army, because then there's enough people on the field, and eventually you'll get lucky, and you'll get someone who has the star distribution that you need for that to work. Yeah, someone just got drunk, so we've got to rotate them out. Where's this going? Wolfheiden, a day to the northeast. That's not exactly what I want. I want to go do my exploring. I don't want to go to Wolfire. Well, I could. I can go. I can stop. I've got enough money. We can buy product all the way through and then loop down to Gelbstead. Okay, let's do that. I'm actually interested to see if I can get my hands on a Killer on the Run or a Jester with stars that would make him good as a ninja. Because that would be interesting. Then you go Duelist, nothing in the offhand to buff the damage more, and you give him Headhunter so that he's throwing armor-piercing throwing weapons at the head. It's probably shit, but that's kind of the point. One of the points of this campaign is to try those things I wouldn't normally do. Like, I wouldn't normally build tanks, and the tanks have been outstanding for the first 180 days. Like, when I'm at this point now, and I've got the armor and I've got the leveled up lads, I wish instead I would have had Raiders, the two-handed weapon user guys. I think actually for, like, a day tailor or a farmer, I can just keep trying them out. And I can keep searching for guys who have something like Iron Lungs or Confident. And it costs us almost nothing. It's, you know, like less than 100 gold every time. It's so nice to be in a spot where we can actually carry that cost. So while on the road, a band of well-armed men cross your path. The enemy lieutenant steps forward and pounds his chest with his fist clenched. 'Tis the legendary Forsaken Brigade standing before you. It is we, saviors of Kaivada and slayers of the false king. After the man finishes his posturing and personal pontificating, he points at the cargo you are carrying. Now, if it isn't the bloody dawn, as much as I'd like to add you to our list of victories, I'll give you a chance here. Mercenary to mercenary. All you have to do is hand over that cargo and we'll be on our way. How's that sound? Well, the theatrics are pretty entertaining if nothing else. If you want him, come and claim him. Ooh, a Hedge Knight. So, I would judge this fight to be equivalent, if not a little bit more difficult than that kind of mission we would have taken when we were in the war. The second one, when we were fighting the resupply party. But is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13? How the fuck can they be above 12? That's not fair. This lad has the less armor. 6% less to hit, but that's a fair amount of armor. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to swap Sir Chubrak with Mersault, because Mersault needs to stun lock the Hedge Knight. Or does he actually? I don't... No, that's a coat of plates. Yes, I want his armor desperately. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have a lot of killing to do here. It's a real mix of armor in these mercenaries. Keep picking on that guy. Shit. So actually, I forgot that I've got the 2 level 1s here. Damn, I thought that I still had my... What was he called again? The Bannerman. We should be okay here though. Should. I'm gonna need... Shit, change of plans. Okay, so Lodorak needs to cover this high ground. And Legio needs to move his way over here. So Chubrak, I could just get stuck in here to the main body of them. Eisenbart and Mersault are the most important in terms of taking on the Hedge Knight. Let's just see where the Hedge Knight goes and what he does. At a moment's notice, I might have to change my attack and just decide to not take on the Hedge Knight with the daggers. But, I mean, based on what he's wearing, daggers are the best way to kill him. This is Lodorak. Lodorak, it's on you to hold this whole area here, pretty much. Ow. I'm not crazy about this. I don't like the setup. On the bright side, they don't have a master archer. I think we can probably kiss that shield goodbye. The hedge knight's almost certainly gonna destroy it. They've all got overwhelmed. It's so fucking annoying. Cesar, I need you to do some work here, buddy. All of a sudden, I'm super worried. I think this is going to be way harder than anything we've done before. Okay, I've got to find a weak target with Cesar and do some real damage here. If I step here, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. Legio, I need damage. Oh, this is new. Okay, destroy a net from the backline. Sweet, that's actually better than his attack would have been. Defrosty, I could have Defrosty try run after that mercenary, but I don't want to break up my formation. I think I'm better off moving Defrosty up here and getting stuck in with his two-handed axe. Now, so Chubrak, let's put you right in the middle there. Any chance you can land... Oh, fuck, a shield that you can't. Fuck, this is gonna hurt. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's right, Eisenbart is a shield expert. I'm hoping that daggering their hedge knight to death is gonna freak them out so much that they start panicking. The Lexus is pretty much worthless, and he's the one who is hungover, fuck's sake. Yes, these overwhelmed stacks, fuck's sakes. What? Who? What? I just broke his net. Oh, it got reapplied. Fuck me, I'm gonna be spending so many turns breaking nets. Yes, thank you, Mercenary. My lads are out in the open, but that's what they have anticipation for. And footwork. Good God, this is really hard. Past these shields is going to be a fucking nightmare. Fuck off with your 69% miss. We're facing a squad wipe here. Oh, fuck. Defrosty, where's your two... Oh, he needs his one-handed axe. I hate to do that, but I just gotta get these guys off my archers. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but Lodorak and Balloonsky, you guys are on your own. I need to get Legio over here to help reinforce. Okay, one down, 12 to go. A lot of how this fight is going to go will be dependent on whether or not Eisenbart is able to dagger the Hedge Knight down in any sort of reasonable time. They're all 50%, so he's really fucking hard to hit, but another stab and he should break. Just conserve your fatigue. Okay, I'm sorry to say, Eisenbart, but you're on your own now with this Hedge Knight. I need Mercel to go to work on these lads. We've still got 2 more nets to deal with. The nets are unbelievably irritating. And it's amazing how fast they all are. Great work, Clark McDowd. Good hit. This is doing nothing as well. At least I have a chance of stabbing at that guy without a shield. Well done, Defrosty. That is so clutch. 5 hit points. I think just don't even shield up. Just save your fatigue. What I want to do is to be able to switch to my 2-handed axe and go to work against these lads. Just wait. Think about what we can do. Lex says you can either throw for 37% or you can 31% try to free the ally. I think throw the axes. 6% higher chance than being able to break the net. What's the break chance? 71%. But no, that dude doesn't have a very big helmet. Fucking hell, this overwhelm is ruining us. Ah! Fucking hell. Actually, Balloonsky, I don't mind the lower defense. This dude only has a flail, and I've got a chance to use split here to hit that guy at the back. Fucking misses. Now on the next turn, these guys are going to have height advantage. How fucking hard does it hit that dude? Okay, Eisenbart, well done. That's big. Oh! This overwhelm is ruining us. Clark McDowd is doing work at least. Don't fucking stun me, you motherfucker! Double stun! Ugh. I have to hope that I can break their morale. Oh, so close. 38, 34. Look at that, 3 stacks. Just put a dog down and try to buy some time. Mercelt, I know you're overwhelmed a bit. But you've got to nail this guy. Oh, that's big. Better recover this turn. Get my shield out. I need 2 more stabs to kill this guy. I can't hit them both. Everybody who has a dog, drop the dog. So this beautifully illustrates how effective initiative and overwhelm is. But I can't even imagine how I would, you know, level my guys like defensively. Well, I mean, they get. I suppose their defense would come from dodge. Sorry, Claw. I need to get Wachowski where he can stab one of these guys without the shield. I'm going to wait for Legio, who's going to go into melee range against that dude. Took a 20% stab there. There's lads here who don't have shields. Stab here, I can move there, then I can move and stab. Okay, so stab this time, move. Rip doggy. Come on, one more hit. Oh, fuck off! Cesar, you got one shot here. Ah, I never doubted you, Cesar. Okay, now I'm hoping we can start to win the morale battle, because these guys are tough. We finish this guy off, hopefully. Yes! What's the percentage chance? 87. This is the most afraid I've been in a fight in a very long time. Okay, we're finally free of these cursed nets. Have to hope that Lone Rack can survive until reinforcements get here. Quick hands, overwhelm. That's a nasty mercenary. And we'll have to rotate Satubrak out. Okay, but now my archers need to really assert their authority. How the fuck do I get Satubrak out of this? Shot. Come on, one more hit. Yeah, so rotating. That puts him only in contact with one bad guy. I'm just trying to stall here on the northern side. I'm fairly confident because we're going to win this side of the fight, and then we just got to move guys around. So Chubrak, I really need you to hit a shot at some point, but with 3 stacks of overwhelm, he can't hit anything. Okay, it's the Frosty. No, whoops, wrong weapon. 2-handed axe needed to be. Okay, Balloonski's looking good. It's gonna take 2 turns to break that. No. Go for high ground, and then start attacking there. Uh, 73 minus 58 is 12 is 15. I can get 1 attack off with the mace. That'll do. And Lodorak can start using split here on the next turn. Fucking overwhelm is wrecking us. Just gotta kill whoever I can as quick as I can. It's like they've all got nimble. Good hit. Clout McDowd. Oof. Lex says, even with his head pounding with a hangover, like, I gotta kill. I feel like a big thing, if not the main thing, that's making this fight so difficult is how weakened the team is. Oof, that helps. Come on. Come on! You. I have to take a turn to recover, unfortunately. Balloonski. Yeah, fuck you. Whew. This is friggin' stressful. Oh, you bastard. That's like almost always what happens. As soon as you one of your guys dies or gets killed, that's then like the guy who does the killing then dies the very next turn. It's always that way. Or in this case, the person who breaks your shield then dies the very next turn. It's like so typical. But it's just a thing. It's not one of our brothers, so that's fine. Break shields, I don't mind. So on the next turn, Mersault can swap out with Pachevsky. Balloonski. That's height disadvantage, but he is breaking. Clutch. It's fucking clutch. Oh, Clout McDowd. He's hitting so many shots that are really difficult. Yes, finally. And that stunned him, 30% chance. Okay, let's not talk too soon, but we might get out of this alive. 63, finish him off, or 55. Okay. Ah! Like, as these guys get tired, they should be dropping in the turn order, but, I mean, in relation to us, they're still a lot quicker. Okay, that's the second two-handed axe, so we have the weapons once we get the high-level guys. Ooh, Jesus. Give him a punch, because fuck this guy. Leave me alone! I punch you! Alright, here's Mersault, who misses. The other dude, we can let him escape, that's fine. Clout McDowd, MVP in this fight. Clout McDowd, without a doubt. In fact, if we've got any dogs, fuck that guy, go catch him. You dare to attack the Bloody Dawn. How dare you? Okay, he's away. Yeah, put your shield up. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll survive. Motherfucker. Holy crap, that was rough. Oh, my hands are shaking. Jesus, on those first few turns, I'm like, I've just blundered into a campaign-ending fight. Just outstanding, sterling work from everybody. I think Clout McDowd is my MVP there. He doesn't have the highest damage or the highest kills or anything, but he hits so many clutch shots towards the mid and the end there. Mersault did sterling work as well. The lads holding the northern flank, Lodorak and Setubrak. Setubrak took a look at that beating he took. 408. Nice. Another coat of plates. Now we just need to fight Shrat again to get more sap, but we can get that one with its fatigue lowered. And now we've got 2 of these great axes for our raiders on the outside flanks. It's going to be axe, warhammer, mace, dagger, mace, hammer, great axe. That's a hell of a first fight for Wojciechowski and Lexes. Lexes has got a hangover. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe this. And I'm in this deadly, deadly fight. That was intense. That was fucking intense. I gotta get this morale up. Also hit points. Could go for a for like a hybrid. But I'm a fan of hybrid builds like I've done with the shield breakers, where you don't actually spend any points on the ranged ability, where it's like, you know, your weighting is like 90%, 10% in either skill. If I always find that they're versatile, but guys who have equal points in melee and range, they're nice and versatile, but that means they're always using half of their offensive ability. So like Lex says now, I'm going to build this ninja so that he never has to be in melee contact, because he's going to be built to have his offhands free. So, but that means he needs range defense. But we won't take a +1, because +1 is garbage. Well, he got 2 levels out of that. Sweet. And as a backline guy, I think I can leave his hit points at 71. I don't have to touch his hit points again. I might put 4 more to make it a nice round 75, but other than that. So clearly he doesn't get the damage bonus from having an open hand. 25 to 40, 25 to 40. But I have it on good authority from my fine, you know, lovely viewers that Duelist does apply to a throwing axe if you have an offhand free. Aha! So earlier I said that one of my lads here, Kettle hats. Oh no, that's right. For a second, last episode, I thought I could have Mersault wear a heavier helmet, but that's going to put him below the 70 hit points, 70 fatigue points. Actually, 69 would be fine, because then he can theoretically strike down 3 times in a row. I know his fatigue is low, but let's just go more defensive. That's far too low, though. Rip, our named shield. Was great while it lasted. That's fine. 170, 21. That's in a weird spot because it's not that great for Battleforged, but it's also pretty crap for Nimble. Well done, everyone. That was nasty. That was a really nasty fight. I feel like if we didn't win the morale battle on that fight, it would not have gone very well for us at all. Would have been a bit squad wipey, I worry. Did we just get paid to deliver there? I thought we were delivering to Gelbstadt. Oh no, it was Wolfheiden. Okay, yeah. What's this? Hunt down the unholds. We can do that, but not just yet. We'll come back for that. We've got the weapons, we've got the armor, we've got the skills. I just need everybody healed up and armor repaired. And I do want to fight some unholds. I want some of their bones. At a certain point, I need to fight some necrosavants. I want to get the vampire dust. A nice long-term goal that we can work towards is to try to assemble a potion of oblivion, which I believe requires one of each crafting item. Let's see, in the steep not far west. Okay, let's just make sure we have 7 days worth of food and some tools. And then we'll head off into the wilderness and go explore. Hopefully then what I can also do is I can have my lower level guys fight against a bunch of zombies and just farm up some XP comparatively easily. I don't think I need 3 long swords. Don't need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm never going to use this light scale or the closed flat top. The Malkoif could be used for... Yeah, the Malkoifs are going to be good once we get another ninja in. Don't forget, we are still in the market for a decent ranged fighter. Club-footed, that's not that bad. Deathwish is nice. Could be worth a punt, but no. Keep looking for Saleh helmets. Where's this going? As it happens, we now, after that big fight, have to head back west to go stack up on tools. I would have preferred to go do the exploring now, but I need tools now. While traveling the land, Defrosty gets struck by birdshite. It hits his sword hand and splashes crosswise over his armor. Aww, aww! His arms go wide like chicken wings as he looks at the damage. Bloody hell, just my luck. Someone bring down that plumed transgressor. Clout McDowd, Sergeant looks up, hand shielded over his eyes, tongue out. He sees the bird and nods. He licks a finger, puts it to the air and nods again. The archer grins as he knocks an arrow. With crime, there is punishment. The mercenaries groan and mock the man's moralizing, but he calmly raises the bow and lets the arrow loose. It zips and shrinks high into the air and you can hardly see the shot, but you do see the bird suddenly crank sideways and start twirling to the earth. The sharpshooter nods and looks over at the company. You're laughing now. This only brings more jeers. The archer snidely comments about his importance, and this brings about a healthy debate between the men who stand on the front line and those in the back. You tell the men that if they want to argue which is better, they can prove it on the battlefield. Nice shot. That's actually doable on the way back. So at this point, with the strength of the company and the fact that our lower level guys are able to stay on the back line, I should actually just be walking into whatever ruins I find, especially because we've got a eagle. So on the first turn, we can just take a look, see what we're up against and decide if we want to fight or not. And on let's say, for example, Turned Over Stones is just rocking with zombies. Great. Because then my low-level guys can get some experience from it. And how much training do they have left? 4 more battles. So in that last fight, having four archers, like 4 Caesars, would have been ridiculous, but I don't think really there should be much debate. Having 4 dedicated bow and arrow archers is the best way to get the most out of your ranged guys. Throwing weapons and crossbows all have their place, but they just can't compete with the damage numbers of a two-handed, of a warbow, I mean. Courier, doesn't a courier get plus 20 fatigue? He's 200 gold. Let's just see what his stars look like. Militiamen get plus 5 melee, plus 5 ranged, and they cost as much as a farmhand, but I don't want to spend more than 500 on one. Decent fatigue, but I don't really have anything I can do with that. Nothing useful. Wow, look at that! Sir Dankrad's Skull Warper. 79 to 75, so the damage numbers are base, but I think the 50% of that ignores armor. Wow. And I've seen this great claymore before. Sellsword Zweihander. It's got increased damage numbers, 99 to 123. Incredible. Incroyable. I might even give an apprentice a try. If you get super lucky with an apprentice, like their base stats aren't wonderful, like that's nah. But the nice thing about an apprentice is, hello, that's what I'm talking about. Damn, but he's tiny though. We could make an argument for turning him into a mace specialist because the damage is less important with a stun. 1 star in melee skill, 54 puts him at mid 80s. It's a bit low. But his star distribution is perfect, but none of them are high enough. And it doesn't synergize with tiny. Eric is determined, which is great, but I don't need any of this. Like, I've just got rid of 3 guys who are perfectly good. They could be, you know, okay, but we're not looking for okay guys. Now, we're actually in a point where we can afford to fish for absolute superstars. 14 is 30, it's 50, it's 70, it's 90, it's 110. Ooh, that's nice and cheap. Try him. Grave Robber gets Resolve. Ooh, 120. I love a good brawler. And Grave Robbers give you free stuff, but I think their stats aren't that great. Resolve is nice, but again, that's rubbish. Again, ugh, rubbish. And Dexterous is nice. But no. So there's a bunch of people I'm hiring here who I could make something of them, but I have a very particular idea in mind of what I want to achieve. I want two-handed. I need guys to stand on the outside flanks and use the great axes. And that will require guys who are very, 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 very skilled. Let's just camp a bit until we get under 110. max tools. We are fully stocked with almost everything. We got 5 days of money. We could have more space in the inventory. Okay, you need to carry stuff. That's right, Master Warbow. I think I can probably kiss that dream goodbye. The Masterwork Bow. Note to self, buy another or hang on to the next one-handed axe we get. What can I put there? Nothing here that I can equip. Where are we going? Krakenland. Right, we've just spent a bloody fortune. But that's fine. Let's go clear out turned over stones and secret chamber of insanity. Now normally I would wait till I get a patrol mission before clearing stuff out, but let's just do that and that, sell whatever we get out of it at Gelbstadt, heal up again, and then finally we can get on the next episode. Well, the next episode we'll be doing these two fights. The episode after that we will expand here. That's all going to be Orc territory, but there's still more legendary locations to be found. As long as we don't run out of supplies, we'll loop through here like that zigzag pattern, stop in at Wolfiden, get our money back up again, and then it's going to take quite a while to do this ambition, but let's take a look at the formation and who we're taking out. So who's more important to level up, Lexes or Wachevsky? Actually Wachevsky, but until I get a pike that I can stick him on the back line with, we'll let Lexes fight. So I need my Bannerman in that position. Okay, perfect. So my two Raise Morale guys are in the right positions. We've all got ranged weapons here. 1, 2, 3, 4 crossbows, 2 bows, throwing weapons. Everyone's fully repaired. Got the correct weapons into hand. This also reminds me, I should fight some goblins to get some goblin daggers, because my Zweihunter guys would benefit from the ability to slash normally if they have to, and to stab with it. Right, good episode. The fact that we got through that mercenary fight without any fatalities, I'm very, very pleased about. That was not an easy fight. Just before we go in there, Lexes needs a shield of some sort. Just because we've got no idea what we're up against, and it may well be that we have to fight against enemy archers. Having the round shields on the back line for those guys, that was actually a bit of an oversight. Okay, thanks for watching, friends. That was a very, very good mission. Oh, that's too low. Fatigue-wise, I mean. An excellent mission. I'm proud of everyone's performance against those mercenaries. That was frickin' hairy. It really was. Thanks for watching, friends. And when we come back, we're going to be clearing out turned over stones and secret chambers of insanity. This is the Bloody Dawn. I'll see you guys next time.